Once again, I'm Rena Champagne, and yesterday I had the opportunity to interview Mr. Peter Coleman. He's 24 years old and has taught music education for 3 years, the violin and the guitar. He's played the violin for 21 years since he was 3 years old, and he taught himself how to play the guitar the past few years. I asked him if he'd ever heard of the study by Children's Workshop that says that musically apt kids have higher GPAs than non-musical kids, in math especially. And he agreed with this because music has a very high math process in it because you need to count beats and measures in music. When I asked him what his teaching philosophy was, he referenced the Suzuki method a lot. Shinichi Suzuki taught himself how to play the violin at the age of 7 because his dad had a company that made violins. After teaching himself how to play the violin at 7, he studied under Einstein and until he was 17 when he was able to play in a bunch of international orchestras. This method of teaching was established in 1942. So Mr. Coleman's favorite age group to teach is high schoolers. The Suzuki method largely applies to young age children because teaching music from a young age, Mr. Coleman says, how language is acquired is very similar to how you teach music. There are 5 points to the Suzuki method, and the first one is humans are a product of their environment. Basically, monkey see, monkey do. When a child is raised in a certain environment, that's likely how they're going to raise their children. So the second one is the earlier the better, not just in music, but in all learning. A popular company right now is the Baby Einstein Company, and that teaches children Mozart and Bach and Galileo and different types of sciences before they can even speak or understand other things. Music can be understood. Repetition is important to learning. Practice makes perfect. Playing the clarinet for 8 years, I know that that's true. If you don't practice, then you're never going to understand. Teachers and parents must provide a healthy learning environment for the child. If you don't support your child in what they're doing, then they're not going to want to do it anymore. And finally, the system and method must involve illustration for the child at a high level, and continue to grow and provide a better learning situation for the child. Children learn audio by audio or visually, and every child learns differently, so you have to understand how they're going to learn and base how you're going to teach them off of that. There are 3 different qualities that Mr. Coleman said are the most important to being a music education teacher. The first is patience, and that's being able to teach children who are hard to teach music, especially when they don't understand it, and not getting angry with them. The second and the most important, according to Mr. Coleman, was versatility. To be able to teach music other than the kind that you like yourself. He said that he liked classical music a lot, and most of his high school students liked playing the contemporary rock music, so he had to teach himself how to play contemporary rock songs in order to be able to teach them. One of the most important areas in teaching music education is obviously communication. Mr. Coleman said that it's basically trial and error, but by learning every student's tendencies and their ability to learn, then you're going to be able to explain things more effectively to them. Again, with teaching students who learn with audio or visually better. Having played the clarinet for 8 years myself, then I think I'd be a good music education teacher. So I'm only planning on minoring in music education. Seeing his passion for his job had me wondering if I should switch my majors. I know that God gave me my talent for playing music, so I know that whatever I choose, I need to be able to glorify Him with it.